Well, tomorrow there'll be a historic school sports day held at Chandler Public School, which is a bit east of Armidale on the Grafton Road. Now, a number of small schools from the New England and North Coast regions will be taking part. And what's special is that it's a school sports day that was started in 1945 to mark the end of World War II, and it's been going ever since. Now, believe it or not, our guest, Bruce Browning, was actually too old to attend the first one in 1945, as he'd already finished school. He's 84 now and joins me on the line to tell us all about this fantastic historical event. How are you, Bruce?
Well, thank you.
Nice to have you on today. So take us back to 1945. How did this sports day begin?
Well, it was looking to find a way for the children to celebrate peace. And somebody Mr. Finlayson actually, came up with the idea of why not have a school sports. This was the very beginning. So there was three schools, I think, only competed at that stage. That was Geogla, Chandler and Hillgrove. And from that things grew, but they didn't form a committee actually till late in 1946 when the local schools met and, or rather not the schools, but representatives of the P&C
Yep.
who decided they would like to start these sports. And the man, Mr. Finlayson, who was elected president, he gave a cup. And this was how the sports actually got their name.
Now, was Mr. Finlayson, was he just a local businessman or was he a teacher? What was he?
He was a local storekeeper.
Okay.
He was had the only store in the area at Wallamambi, and I suppose he felt fairly strongly about peace because he had two sons away in the army, and he was rather pleased to be seeing them come home.
It's now remembered as the W. Finlayson Sports Day, of
Yes.
course, and it's a great honour to him. So what's your involvement? You've, as we mentioned, you missed the first one because you were a bit too old, but your siblings went, didn't they?
Yes, they went, and it's interesting, over the years, schools have come and gone, and I suppose there's about 18 schools I'm aware of that have competed in these sports, and now it's back, I think there's only about 6 at the present time competing.
It sounds like Chandler's been there from day one. Has it been there every year?
Yes, it's been here over 100 years.
Wow, that's extraordinary. So what's your involvement tomorrow? You've got to judge the march past, as I understand it.
March past, and I'm expected to give a little bit of a talk like I am with you, how it started and why.
Okay, could you just tell us about, I just wonder whether any great athletes have come through the system, some remarkable achievements, or is it more about fun than strict competition?
Oh, it's pretty strict competition. There's been quite a few of the school pupils go on to state level to compete. I don't think there's been any came back as state champions, but some of them have brought ribbons back, but they didn't make the top line.
Give the other finalists a bit of a fright along the way, though, by the sounds of things.
A bit of a shove along.
Look, best of luck
One
with...
of the interesting things I must mention about this, when Mr. Finlayson became president, a local grazier, Mr. Walter Edgar, took on the job of Secretary-Treasurer, a position he held for 24 years, and then he handed over to Mrs. Marie Williams,
Yep.
and she still holds this position now. So in 54 years, there's been only 2 secretaries.
Look good on them too, and I bet the books and the meetings are tight and everything's totally in order too because of their expertise.
And beautiful handwriting, a lot of it's in.
Yeah, I imagine it is. Bruce, we'll have to...
I must thank Mrs. Williams for making some of this information available to me.
All right, that's brilliant. Look, I hope it goes well for you tomorrow, and thank you so much.
Sure it will.
Yeah, and thank you so much for sharing your insight with us.
Thank you, Paul. Bye.
There's Bruce Browning. Very decent of him to join us on the show tomorrow. It'll be on at Chandler Public School, the sports day just near Armidale there, Chandler. and it sounds like it's going to be quite a